I'm here. 2 minutes late. Wow. How very surprising. Hey, Patant. 19-day streak, nice. Back in 10 minutes, yeah, well, yeah. It's almost exactly 10 minutes every time, so you know. At least I'm fairly consistent in that, right?
Yeah!
Thank you. Yeah, I know. Glad my avatar agrees with me. Only 7 minutes today. Was it? I don't think so. My stream says I've been active for 10 minutes and 35 seconds. Hero Zoo Simulator. Piccolo? Well, Piccolo to you as well. How goes things? Oh, shoot. I left my water bottle. Give me a second. Be right back. Okay, now I'm back. Animal aging scale changed. 5 times slower than normal. Isn't that what I had it on by default before? Pretty sure I had that changed last time. Yeah, 5, that's fine. That's what I wanted it at, so I didn't have to keep on replacing them constantly. Made more sense that way. Why is the snow leopard my most appealing animal? How strange. Been a while, I guess. Since the... well, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Uh-oh. Oh, welfare. And... happened. Nothing happened. Welfare's fine. Oh. Anyway. Missed the first 3 minutes of Twitch. Doesn't like to send the live message for a bit. That seems a bit strange. But good to know. I guess it makes sense that I keep my stream going for a good 10 minutes before I start then, hey? Best with Path of Exile progress? Or PoE, I assume is Path of Exile. A bit quiet compared to game volume today? That shouldn't be the case. I haven't adjusted any settings. Everything's about normal. I was talking quietly and I was leaning forward, so I probably wasn't like, my mic probably wasn't in front of me. But everything should be the same as always, I hope. Thanks for the heads up, just in case. Talking a little quieter. Yeah, I think that's probably it, but who knows? Computer stuff is finicky. That helped? Alright, blue. Try Palia eventually. Palia is very good. Definitely worth trying out. A lot of fun. When the rain... they're not breeding nearly as fast as I expected them to. Which isn't really an issue. Just kind of surprising is all. So they have 1 juvenile, 5 males, 2 females. And... really expected there more, if I'm honest. How are my cats doing? They're doing alright. It's like they're running around, having a good time. Do we have a baby in here yet? No. How old are these two? 3.4, 9.3. They're getting fed right now. Do we actually have a food place? Is that a food dish or is that a piñata? That's a piñata. I may need to put down food dish for them. Ooh. Came up out of nowhere. Why are you just leaving food all over the place? A reason for that? I never actually sought to look at this. Weird. Alright, food dish. Food bowl small. We don't need a large one. Not very big. There you go. That'll do, probably. Maybe I should do this. To double check that I'm giving the right type of food bowl. I did not. They need a food tray. There. That'll work. Probably. Finished a new temple today. In Minecraft? Or in Palia? Path of Exile? Not a part of this conversation. But I'm curious. Habitat cleanliness. Is it the deer? It's the deer. As usual. What am I supposed to, I don't know what to do about that. These deer always seem to get messy. And I don't know how to fix that issue. Like, it's a pretty small enclosure for the number of animals in it, so I suppose that's probably why it gets so dirty so quickly. But it feels like maybe they should, like, get all up in there and up, you know? New temple in Palia. Oh, I didn't even know there was a new temple. I haven't played Palia in a couple months. Whee! Go Minecraft tomorrow, but maybe Tuesday. Palia. Be good. Be kind of fun. Yeah, meese. Mooses. Sigh. Yeah, they got them big antlers. I wonder if their hearing is affected by their antlers. Like if there's like an extra bit of echo or something. Or if it like helps them or hinders them in some way. Drop of the Switch release this past week. Oh, cool. That's what you're here for? Yeah. Week was alright, thanks. How about you? It is a food truck, but it's actually coffee. I mean, kind of. Sort of. See? It's cool. I like it. Yeah, we don't serve tea. Just coffee. And crane. But you know, that's neither here nor there. I didn't make it. Well, I guess did I? I mean, sort of. I didn't make the car. I took the car and put a stand in it, and then I added these signs. So not really, but kind of. I made the surrounding area. Enjoying the platypus? Does look like a bowl, should look like a microphone reflector. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think that it might affect their hearing in some way or another. I mean, clearly it's meant for like combat, attracting mates and stuff, but maybe it has other uses as well. You never know. Tuesday, you were in the hospital? Oh no, what happened? You're alright. Did I ever do Tower in Palia? I don't think so. I didn't do much Palia. What I did in Palia was mostly just gather and build up my own like area a lot and talk to the villagers and stuff. I didn't really do the story. I just had fun running around and gathering and things. You never seen the car object before? Ooh, that's a lot of information. It has been postulated that the excellent sense of hearing in moose is due to the large surface area of the external ear, better stereophony, large distance between ears, interdependently movable, and the amplification of sounds reflected by the antlers. Wow. There you go. Tested in a study of large reception of standard tone broadcast from the frontally placed speaker was recorded by a sound level meter located in the artificial moose ear. 3 locations of the ear, positioned relative to the speaker, frontward, sideward, and backward, were tested. Its reception was backwards. It seems like a bad place to have the weakest hearing, is the back. The sound pressure measured in the frontward position was set to 100%. The sound pressure in the backward was set to 79. Strongest was the center at 119%. Okay, so yeah, antlers do help with hearing, but not from the back, apparently, which feels like the only place you'd really want better hearing, I'd unless, of course, you use them for, like, attracting, like finding mates and stuff, so you can hear better. Who knows? Grimsey is racist against tea. It's not racist to dislike tea. It's like plantist? Like faunist, maybe? Or not, florist. Well, florist is the type of person who sells plants. That wouldn't work. You're okay now? Still tired? Well, I'm glad you're okay now. It's drinkist. Yeah, there you go. That's better. These fishies on screen, not in chat. Yeah. That's okay. They're probably busy. They were, I spoke to them on, Twitter like a week ago. And they were building more cool structures for their zoo. I'm interested, and I'm hoping that they send me pictures, because their structures are really cool. Beverages. Yeah, that works too. Do not be alarmed by this message highlighted. Ah. What? Looks normal to me. More research on the cranes. Okay. What animal should I get now? Because I got the moose in last time with a little tree. Well, it's quite a large tree. I got the moose, and is that it? Did I only make the moose enclosure? Is that all I did? Oh no, I made the seals, of course, yeah. The seal enclosure, too. I got moose and seals. Tickets are underpriced. Well, I can fix that. Not an ideal temperature range. What are you doing sleeping back there, then? There's plenty of places that are definitely within temperature range. Hydrate. Posture check and a stretch. Wow. It's done. Tower isn't part of the story. It's an optional game challenge found in the underground market. Oh. I just found the underground market once about when I stopped playing. It's like your cat. Finds the one hot room in the house and then complains that it's too warm. Yeah, that's my cat too. Need to get a Komodo for dragon. Or for a goanna? What's a goanna? I don't know if I have a goanna or a Komodo dragon. No, I don't. I don't have any sort of dragons. Tragically. Goanna is any one of several species of lizard of the genus Varanus, found in Australia and Southeast Asia. Asking because the new temple is basically a ripoff of the tower. With find 18 tiny objects across 3 islands thrown in. Ah, that's alright. As long as it's enjoyable, right? How'd you write a character with 2 personalities? I don't know. Suppose if I had to write one, I'd make it so they weren't aware of the other personality. Or maybe one's aware and the other one isn't. Each other. I think that'd be kind of a fun idea. What is a good European habitat? Europe. Arctic fox, I think, would be nice. I'd like one of them. Eurasian lynx is going to be kind of cool. I got the seals. I have all these. I don't have the fallow deers. So I don't have deer, lynx, fox, or ibex. I feel like if I'm gonna make the fox, it's gonna be over here because that's where I have most of my other snow creatures. And then if I'm gonna make the deer, because I have deer here, right there, and I have like forested creatures here, deer, bear, moose, and then the desert or sandy creatures here. Gonna be like off this direction, probably, maybe, don't know for sure. Deer might be nice over here. But then there's 2 different types of deer. There's the ibex and the fallow deer. And I think you could probably cohabitate with the moose, but I don't know if I want to do that. I imagine there's plenty of space, but you never know. He's dragonless, except in the Valheim house, it's true. Almost 4 hours during Patant's stream. Really? That doesn't sound too long. I mean, I guess it's quite a bit for Palia, which doesn't, well, as far as I know, doesn't have like combat or anything. Just floating around and exploring and stuff. And if you feel like shooting deer. Okay, I'll do Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Beautiful lizards, the ones where you grew up, were 6 to 7 feet. Holy crap. Gigantic claws. Oof. Are they like hostile or are they just really calm? You're stubborn and it's broken and you refuse to wait for S6 to fix it. I can do an Arctic fox as well. I need to look at what they need for enclosure size. 200 meters for one. How many species? 6 males, 6 females. That feels strange. So probably 4 and 4 for the sake of consistency. How many children? How many babies? They are tolerated. 6 offspring every year. Okay. I'm gonna have 8 of them probably, plus juveniles. Let's do that, just for the safe measure. 500 meters squared. That's pretty small. That's about the size of this one, I think. Even smaller. I could just have it like a run along a path. Here, just have like it run along the side. Or even better, I could have it like hugging this location here, and that way they can look at either side on the way. I could just do a, if I could remember what the button was that needs to open up this. There you go. I'll adjust this manually in a sec. I may even add rotations here and there. Okay. How big is that before I start fiddling with it? Please. Thank you. This enclosure is 200. Okay, so it needs to be quite a bit bigger than that, but probably not like an incredible amount larger. I don't want to accidentally build a place where I can't, like, I need to like be careful about the path size. He started an Africa-themed zoo and got all the fitting animals, and then had a brain lag and got timber wolves. Like, yeah. Finished the enclosure and was like, what do I do? Yeah. that's something I'm worried about doing. I'm okay with, like, depending on the theme, I guess, I'm okay with, like, having different animals from different locations. But, like, if it's, like, a temperate biome, it's a lot easier to manage than, like, an arid biome. It's not particularly themed. I think it kind of makes a bit of sense to have animals from different countries where they wouldn't be normally. Just for the sake of, like, attracting people to see animals they would have never seen before. Like, having a giraffe, a zoo, is always a big attraction, because people like seeing the giraffes. Let's get that so I can less harsh. The other temples only took about half an hour each. Wow. Oh, hey, King Cohen, how you doing? Build style and ability has gone a long way since you last checked in. Yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I've tried some new stuff at the request of some people, like adding like this sort of thing. It was a fun challenge. Same with these over here, and that was interesting. My moose enclosure with my handmade cave, the Christmas tree on top. But yeah, I've had a good time. It's been a lot of fun testing out new types of buildings. Or building styles, I suppose. How big is this? That is 500. I want it to be like 550, I think. Okay, I'm gonna delete these and then make them rounded. For the sake of consistency. Oh, because it looks better, I guess. There you go. From here. I do want this to be this direction. I want to make it curved. There. That'll be alright. And I need to grab these and pull them backwards a bit. Like that. Just saw a warning come up for a split second, then disappear. I wonder what that was about. They're not hostile, but they have a tendency to try to climb trees to escape. Treat people as trees. And their claws are terrific. Yeah. Horrifying, yeah. I wouldn't like it if a giant lizard climbed on me very much. Hey, Bert, how you doing? 35 stream streak? Nice. It's going alright. Thanks for asking. How you doing? Much excited. Yeah, looks great. Thanks. I have been trying. I have reserves here and there where I'm not quite sure I've done very well. But I think it ends up coming together fairly well, even though it's a bit weird. Like the crane enclosure, I quite enjoy. I think this one looks really nice. But then like the like this habitat here just feels really plain and kind of dull to me. But like it meets all the requirements and desires of the animals. Similar problem with the seal enclosure is like they don't want very much vegetation, so I couldn't put much in here. I have some grass underwater here, a little bit like over here, but that's about the extent of it. That and those trees on top were like all I could place before the seals just don't care. I don't know. Think you lost Patat? Maybe. It's late, so I wouldn't be surprised. You missed the deer pooping on the roof. Well, I took away that because I thought maybe it would help with the enclosure's cleanliness, but it doesn't. So I mean, I could add it back, I guess, for fun. Okay, scoot that back. I want to do that. Add a little bit of a curve here for the sake of convenience. Do that. back a bit. Grab this side. Get to there. That's alright. And I can then curve out this whole bit. Ideally. I shorten it. That is not correct. The curve might not work here. Just doesn't quite match up. We'll have to just keep it straight. Plus, it'll help with the viewing angle, I suppose, to keep it straight. Kitty cat walk, yeah. We lost the tree from the seals. Oh, the lost tree for the seals was very funny, yeah. Just the one single tree I had there for a bit. When did that happen? Your new favorite emote. I did it today. Because last stream I was streaming Valheim. It was suggested that I make or no, was it suggested or did I suggest I should do? I don't know. Somebody, there was a bunch of bongo cats in my chat, and I was like, ooh, that seems like fun, so I made one. You requested it? That's what it was, yeah. I couldn't remember exactly, but I remember it was, it was wanted, it was desired, and now it exists. We have a bongo crim now. Okay, that's about that's a good size enclosure. That's a really harsh, like, steep hill, so hopefully they don't have a problem with that. Like, hopefully they can't, like, leap. That's what I'm saying. If they leap out of there, I'm gonna have problems. So I need 4 of each, ideally, provided aren't incredibly expensive. Yeah, there we go. I guess I'll buy just the 2s, and these 2, and 4 of the males, for the sake of just having them. Well, I guess that's all of them, isn't it? I guess I'll just buy all of them then. I won't even look at their stats, because it doesn't really matter to me. I just want them all. Okay, I'm going to send all of you to the quarantine. Hey, quarantine. There you go. You nailed the creepy cuteness, did I? It's perfect. Good. Little cat paws. I'm glad it's being well received. It was a nightmare to remember how to animate a 4-frame GIF or whatever it is. Been a long time since I've done any animation before. Staff are having trouble with the quarantine? Why? Inefficient. How? Why is it inefficient? I think it's just because I had so many animals sent in there at the same time. That makes sense. Also, they're not necessarily cat paws. They're more they're actually gloved hands. They have 5 fingers but no thumbs. Sorry, 4 fingers but no thumbs. Because I didn't know how to put the thumbs in there, so I just left them with 4 fingers. But they're kind of like cat paws, I guess. Moon paws, anatomically correct, of course. Yeah, moon paws. Yeah, of course. Doing all the animation. Yeah, I actually did do that with my left hand. That one was a nightmare, but because it was such a small project, it wasn't really a problem. It's part of the reason why it was so frustrating. It's because I had to remember how to animate and also how to use the program with my left hand. So I did a rough draft of it in Krita. Krita? I don't know, Krita. And which is like a free animation program, and then I went into my other software and did it properly. But the other software can only make like a very short animation. I did that. I might actually sculpt this terrain a bit. I'm probably gonna need a pool of water, a very small pool of water, like right here. See how that goes. I'm gonna maybe watertight it up with some rocks. Try that. Before I would do like a so that's a bit aggressive. So high up. Before, when I would make enclosures with ponds, I would get like a bit too much trouble. I would have to like make walls around it, make sure it like sort of fit in there, right? I'll give an example here so I can stop saying what I'm saying. If I put this here, it's a pool that's kind of far down, and the guests aren't going to be able to see the animals like drinking here or anything. So what I would do is like have it up higher, but if I put it up higher, then the pool of water doesn't like, it like does this sort of thing where it like doesn't quite work, and it'll go down into the further down bits. So you have to make them like really deep, because you'd have to, I didn't even the terrain before I built the enclosure. So if I was to make a bunch of rocks and place them around it, maybe I could use that, and that could like emulate a wall rather than a pit. Of course, I need to wait for the boxes to be ready to go into the enclosure so I can see what they want the area to look like. All here. I can keep the path down. That makes sense. I forgot about paths. Go. No path to destination. What are you talking about? Path to destination. That's what I thought. You had to update. Left paw. Yeah, yes, left paw, yeah. Must have just come in because you swear you didn't see it when you were choosing an emote to post when you first joined today. Really? Yeah, I uploaded it 4 hours ago, I think. So maybe it just finished like going through the approval process or something. Who knows? Yeah, so I want to like pull this up like that. So it's still kind of a divot. Then I need to go nature, biome, probably tundra rocks, make some ice flow, ice rocks. I'm gonna try this quickly rather than precisely because I'm curious to see if it'll work. Actually, I might just do this as an experiment like this, just real quick. Instead of like making a whole cool design, do that. And see if I can just pour some water in there. No, doesn't seem like it. Yeah. I thought maybe that would work because when you build like a water enclosure, or like an enclosure, not a water enclosure, right? Just an enclosure, you can make like null barriers, and that allows you to put like rocks to stop animals coming out. So I thought maybe you could do the same thing with rocks with water, but apparently not. So I'm gonna just destroy that. Fast nut over here. Oh no! Alright. Well, take care. Have a good night. Sleep well. I will try to make these Arctic foxes as happy as possible. I'll even zoom in on one for a bit. In its horrible, not good enclosure. Soon you'll be happy. Okay. You pause while I fix their enclosure. What do you like? You need hard shelter, which is a little bit frustrating. Because I don't have the space for that yet. Europe. I could kind of make like a maybe. I could make like a very small closed area held up by stones, rather than like making a full cave. Do something a bit easier. Take that first. I could actually just make it like propped up on the side of this. That might be better. But I was thinking kind of like you know how when you're you know how when you're freezing to death in the snow and you have no shelters, you make sort of a lean-to out of sticks to make sure you don't like. I mean, you can bury. I say you don't need to do this. You can always just not snow. Sorry, that was just winter. But you can like you like dig a hole in the snow and then you impact the ice to make it so you can sort of generate your own heat. Dig a little crevice underneath to make sure you're warm. Survival stuff, you know. I was gonna do something like that, but I don't know if that'll work, or if it'll even like count it as shelter. Dig into a snowbank and have it collapse on you. Yeah, exactly that. Except, you know, less scary sounding. Yeah, I was thinking about doing something like that, where I could like have that sort of thing going, but I don't know if that counts as shelter for them. I'm gonna make it bigger, obviously, but the rocks have like this very specific like size issue, where if it's like too close to the ground or whatever, it's not considered shelter, and if it's too large, like I did this with the moose specifically. The moose have like a shelter area like right here. That's fine, but they couldn't traverse inside of it because the rocks are too big, like here. Even though there's plenty of room for them to walk through this path, it's technically too small for them to traverse by the game standards. So I have to like clear that out. So I need to make this taller, I guess. Can I get some of these triangle rocks? That's not what I meant to put that. Or that. And then make it even larger up this direction, because I'm going to need to make it fit as a shelter. And further this way. That. Copy, copy, copy. Oop. That doesn't work very well. Can I push that terrain down? Or is it going to be stuck because I put stuff there? I can push it down, great. Okay, so I want to do that. I want it to be just a snow fort, essentially. Just a fun snow fort. It's amazing how much snow survival stuff your brain has stored in essential knowledge, given that it doesn't snow here. Yeah, it doesn't snow where I live either, but if I used to go hunting a lot with my grandfather, so I had to know how to not die, you know? The height difference here is quite excessive. Really be a bit more careful when I'm building things. I may even have to take a slightly smaller rock for this. Where's the medium flat one? Is there a medium flat one? There's a small one. It'll work, kind of. Didn't really want it, but I will make it work. Maybe I can just chuck one of these on top as well to sort of fit this gap. Not quite large enough, but I can put more than one down, I suppose. I have that ability. I have that power. Okay, is that considered shelter for you? Is it too low? It is considered shelter, but not exactly where I wanted it to be. You grew up in the desert? Oh, well, I suppose it wouldn't help you at all then, would it? I imagine you could use some of the same survival principles, though. I'm not sure which ones, but I imagine there's some. Smooth out all this stuff. It's kind of a bit aggressive. That dip in the terrain. Actually, it's not that bad. Does that count as shelter still, or no? But, oh, there you go. That's all shelter. Perfect, okay. That's hard shelter. It's not enough, though. Even though there's only 8 of them in there, that's not enough. Or only 6 of them, it's still not enough. Need more. I could probably extend this out further. Even, like, add like one of these over here that sort of joins up at a distance. Maybe that would work. It's a good snow sound. No music. Why is there no music playing? I hate it when it's just complete silence. I'm not good at filling air. I can do it, but it just ends up me rambling about there being no music and stuff, and you know how that works out. Never know when you accidentally find yourself in Antarctica. It's true. Knowing how to get out of quicksand did come in useful, so who knows? Really? Wow. That sounds awful. I've used the quicksand trick when I got stuck in a bog once. A bog? I don't know if it's a bog. I don't know what you'd call it. A swamp? Marsh? I'm sure there's a difference. They all mean something different. I don't know which one it is, though. One of those things. An area where there's lots of goopy terrain you're stuck in. Scoot that over. One day you wake up, boom, ice. It's true. Climate change. Local anomaly. Music is empty. Peace. I just like the music. Just kind of nice. I mean, like, it's nice to have the backing track, you know? You're allowed to be silent. Well, I mean, maybe, but I feel like it kind of takes the commentary aspect out of video game commentary. If I decide to be silent. I was a YouTuber for a long time where I'd have to talk over myself. No, nobody to talk to. I say YouTuber for a long time. That wasn't that long. It was mostly just unedited gameplay videos. But they exist, and I had to talk to myself the entire time. And now I have a chat to talk, which is a lot better. A lot less frustrating, or like a lot less difficult. I don't know what the word is, but a lot easier now that I have somebody else to like other people to chat with. That's a big rock. I don't need that. That's a nice rock for on top of a snowbank sort of thing. Is there any more sort of like round? Ooh, wow! Holy crap! That's real big. Not what I'm looking for, but I could. Well, I guess I could put it like down in the cave. Make like a. I know it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, does it? Already perfectly fine the way it is. What I wanted to do was finish off this area here, so that it would be a little bit less like straight across. Then there's that little gap there that I need to worry about too, which has bothered me. Like that. That's probably okay for now. Different names based on the pH. What does? Oh, the swamps. Right. I need a Wilson? Yeah, I do. It'd be really nice. I guess I could talk to my cat. I have a little jade... Not like my actual cat, but like I have a jade cat sitting right here. I could talk to that. Has a face. Like a cat face, but, you know, still a face. Maybe. Is that enough space for you? How much of that is shelter? That's shelter right there? Alright. You insist. I don't know if I like that being considered shelter. I don't want them to go over there and, like, rest on it, you know? Okay, terrain needs to be a lot less rock. 100. How do I have 104% rock? How did that happen? Is it because of all these stones? They do want a little bit of grass and a little bit of sand, which seems a bit weird, but who am I to say no to the fox's desires? You can have some fine sand right in here, for some reason, where you sleep. Wouldn't that be nice? I know why there's so much rock. It's because when you put down the snow, it changes the undertone. This is all snow, but underneath snow, it just turns into rock for whatever reason. Let's see. They need some short grass. Not really, but it couldn't hurt. I want to give them water. Well, so I'm going to pretend this is like moss rather than grass, and then everything else can be snow. Where is the habitat? I want snow leopard. Give me Arctic fox habitat stuff, please. Thank you. Give me the coolers, just to get those out of the way. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first is make that, that little pool. That pond first. The terrain. Push. Actually, let me give me a flatten first. Flatten the foundation here. That way I can put like an actual pool there that won't like overflow all over the place. Because that's the issue I usually have, is that the pool it's just too much and it flows over. Like I want it to be like seen by the people who are looking at the foxes. But then like this, see, it's too much, too deep, too high, elevation-wise. I need to pull up this section here and here, around the edges there. That'll allow me a little bit more space to put water. Only there. Why is it so... I need to like be quite high up to put any more water in. Flatten the foundation around the edges here. Just, you know, drown the foxes for a sec while I decide. There you go. There's the pond. Now, now smooth out that terrain. It's not nearly as like aggressively tall. Actually, we're not going to be able to do that. Maybe I pull it up here. It's a little bit less of a harsh drop. I do want the people to be able to see the foxes, but they can't see all the way back here because of this enclosure. Enclosure, but I just mean the location of the water. Smooth that out. This whole thing works. I don't want to lower the edge, but I want to make sure that the pond itself isn't in, like, location. Then, of course, that makes it just slightly too low right there. Pull up that spot just there. There you go. That's a pretty full pool, but that's what I wanted. It's a nice cat. Thanks for showing it on stream. Yeah, no problem. Tap it on the cat to show us the kitty. Yeah. If I had a working camera, I would just show it, but like I would take a picture of it on Twitter or something. Like it's a nice jade cat. I don't. It's a dark green. It's made of stone. You know, it's quite heavy for how small it is. It's also very cold, and it was a mistake to have touched that because now my fingers are cold. Okay, so let me go back in and paint some more terrain. Be snowy. Maybe a little bit of sand around the edge. It feels kind of weird to put sand around the edge of that. I kind of think it's a good idea. Right there. Then this can all be snow. I'm gonna have to add like trees and stuff too, so I'm gonna be more I'm gonna make it a little bit. I mean, when I put trees down, I'm gonna get the snow out from under the tree. I don't know how to say that in like a fast way without just explaining it. Okay, what do you need? You need a little bit of coverage. Not a lot, apparently, but a little bit. So we need European tundra taiga. So just gonna go with oh, oddly, we don't have a whole lot of options here. Why is that? Because I have it set to tundra, or taiga rather. Tundra. Tundra, taiga. Tundra? I have some trees now, but they're not like trees with pine needles. Why don't I have any live trees? Tundra? Okay. Where's all my living trees at? Oh, there they are. Found them. These are a bit tall. I want smaller trees. Like this. Ooh. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Kitty's cold. You say it looks like it's made of jade. Yeah. Looks like that. How did you know? Cowberry bush. Caribou moss. I still don't know what this caribou moss is. It's fun looking, but I don't know what it is. Also, campion moss? I have no idea what to do with it. I don't know what this is. I've never seen this before. I'm sure it's like something specific, but I don't know where to put it is the thing I'm saying. I don't know what it like actually is. Like, am I supposed to put this over water? Like that? Or does it go on top of like ice? You know, is it just like under trees? Idea. What is this? What Europe only stuff, but I guess I can't do like sands. Sands North America. You love when it's hanging in the air. Yeah, it's definitely intentional. It was on purpose. It was definitely stylistic choice. But you know, maybe I should adhere to physics here and there every once in a while. Happens to you way too often. Yeah, I do think it's very funny though. Like, even though it is kind of a kind of a nuisance every once in a while, I do think it's very funny. Give me some broken pine trees for fun, maybe. It's a pretty big one. I don't want to put too much down because I know that they're not going to like that. I also want these things because they're cool. What if I was to... like over top of the river like this? Does that make sense? Maybe not. I think I'd probably have to have it dipped in for it to make sense. That's alright. I was going to gently tilt that one. Pull it up a bit. You can see its roots starting to expose. It's going to fall over. Alright. Now, are you happy with your terrain? Yes. Except for the snow, which I do need to add the coolers to figure out, to fix. I have one cooler in here. Over here. Then make them large and cold. And that should be enough. I might have to put some up here too. Just preempt that. Put it inside the moss. Actually, maybe not. I don't want it to be covered. Alright. Now that should just cool off the area over however long it's going to be. I'll start placing enrichment items while I wait. The bamboo feeder's always a fun one. I love that. Do we want bedding of leaves in here? Probably not. But, I mean, there's not much other choices. I could do like a hay bedding. I guess with leaves I could pretend that they're pine. That's worth doing. Bit of a harsh drop. All the terrain decided to shift when I did that. So maybe I'll add a few rocks in there to like even up the the changes. That's the wrong way. That's the way I turn it. I do want to like make this not that aggressively steep. So it's just... I guess the problem with making a small enclosure is that can't really change like there's not enough space to like make small changes, because any change you make is going to be a lot bigger because of the amount of terrain. You have to always change regardless. I need to see shelter. That is shelter. Good. Okay, toy enrichment. What do you want for toy enrichment? I should probably put some more food enrichment down, actually. And a box, clearly, obviously, always. Skittle feeder. That could be fun. A sprinkler on top of here. Yeah. This is the only reason I don't like certain biomes, is because, like, I can't make this look any better, really. Not better, but, like, you can only, since animals only have a certain amount of, like, you know, coverage they like, I can't put any more nature objects in. I can't make, like, the entire floor covered in caribou moss, because it uses up a percentage of the amount of stuff I'm allowed to have. I can't make it like a very forested area, because it'll make it so that they don't like it, that sort of thing. I could probably add a sapling or two still, but if I add too much, they're just gonna like be upset about it. No, one of my badgers is about to die. Boo! Alright, Let's go ahead and make this a viewing angle here. Or right direction? No. The way around, please. Oop, nope, cancel that. That way. I'm gonna have a viewing angle right here as well. I'm not sure how good this viewing angle is gonna be or how useful it'll be. I do want it there. And facilities. I need to get the donation buckets. Education boards. And educational speakers. That one's going to be kind of a nuisance, actually. I might have to shrink that a bunch and shrink both of these. I want the education to be pretty consistent along all the paths, based on what animals you're able to see, clearly. That means I have to shrink this a lot, so that it doesn't interfere with this path side, because I need that to be... If I do that, I could have two different educations blaring at the same time, like that. Now, if you're on one side of the path, you hear from one side, and the other side of the path, you hear from the other side. Fox. Arctic fox. Guess the speaker. There we go. That's okay. I might have to like make another one right here. A little bit of crossover, unfortunately, but maybe it's not worth it. Or maybe I should like try to adjust it so it doesn't happen like that. Right here. Get a moose baby yet? I don't know. Let me check. I don't think so. No, maybe we did. No, they're with child, but they haven't had babies yet. Soon. And yeah, the badger. Poor badger. They've been in there for a long time. I've had them since nearly the beginning of the zoo. I think they're like the 4th animal I ever got. And they just had a baby recently, so they were pretty healthy. Happy. Yeah, these 3 are all elders, yeah. Probably acquire their badger. Soon. Sooner than later, at least. That way I can make it work. There's only one female badger and they're 1,000 credits for it. I can't afford that. I mean, I can, but do I want to? For 1,000 credits, feels like a lot. Baby moose must be huge. Up to 80 centimeters tall and weigh about 10 to 15 kilograms when they're born. Wow. It's quite big. Oh, listing's expired. Oh. The moose facts are back. Wow, look at this. Traffic jam. Wonder how I can manage that. This is the challenge with having so many small paths. You just have a ton of people getting stuck on each other. I can't do much about it. It tends to be mostly around the entrance and these like 2 dividing zones. There's a little bit of a traffic jam there. Seems fine out here, because nothing's out here yet for them to look at. Platypus had offspring, excellent. Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a baby platypus. Aw, look at it. All legs, yeah. I mean, clearly. It just like doesn't know what it wants to do. Oh, it wants to attack its mom. That's what it wants to do. Don't want to swim? Oh. Oh. Going for a swim? Oh, no, no, no. It's too scared. It'll go for a swim when it gets older. Gonna move that tree over to here. This tree over to here. Back here. How's that looking? That's not terrible, but I may have to rotate these outward. So they're not quite so obviously causing a divot. That's the wrong direction. There you go. Where are you coming from? How'd you get out of there? Actually, may have to turn that even more. I guess I must have clipped it into them when they were trying to walk out. That's better. A little better. Having fun just like yipping and yapping? Okay. Forgot to give them food. Speaking of things, to help my animals be happy. They need anything? Nutrients are fine. Habitat's not quite fine. Oh, habitat friendliness. Oh, that's fine. That's their own fault. I can't do anything about that right now. Food. I'm probably gonna need a large food tray, actually, thinking about it. It's gonna be a lot of them in there, so they're probably gonna need a lot of meat. I also want to make sure the terrain is smooth. There you go. It's a bit of a hilly terrain, but it should be fine. This is foxes. I forgot to finish setting this up. Increase the size of that. There you go. That should cover most of that. This one needs to be a bit smaller. It's probably okay. Well, nah, keep it that small. This one needs to be moved a little bit inward. Like that. I think that'll do it. We'll check the seals here. It's fine. This one would be also quite okay. Well, maybe a little bit. A little bit over this way. Fix that issue. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So that's all good. I guess that's the enclosure done. Would have liked to have made it a little bit more interesting, but unfortunately I don't have many plant allotments. Like, the moose love plants, but so I was able to put tons of trees in there. No, Dimitri, European badger. Oh, now we got some badgers. Which is the best badger for fertility? I guess it's you, Maya. How do they feel about multiple partners? 6 males, 6 females, excluding juveniles. Oh, I see. So I need a lot of them, actually. I have 3 males in there right now. 1 to 7 groups, though. I need at least... I probably need 3 females to have it sort of even. So I'll just grab these two that are available for money. There you go. I say is it didn't let me purchase that one. Don't do this to me again. This happened a few days ago. And I wasn't able to like adopt the animals for whatever reason. I say a few days ago, last week. I don't know which animals it were, but maybe it's because they like got purchased by a different person. It hasn't updated or something. I have no idea, but I can't get them now. What's happening here? Beach railroads. I'll bet. They're okay. You had the weirdest bug. Started the zoo, and the place where they get the food for the animals was bugged. They can get in, but not out. Your animals nearly starved because you didn't notice, of course. Got no notification that it wasn't able to reach. That's super weird. Did you just have to delete the building, or do you have to move it somewhere else? So if that happens to me, I'll... that's gonna be kind of a nightmare. I'm very good at noticing that sort of stuff. I had to move it, then it worked, but it was weird because they could walk in. Yeah, it is weird. Okay, the habitat is a disease risk. Oh, the seals. Oh, the keeper's already in there. I think I should probably set up a start setting up work zones. I think my zoo is getting large enough that I need work zones. Staff room? Yeah, I might as well do an aquatic staff room over here. Actually, it doesn't really fit the zoo aesthetic, does it? I want European staff. That is not what I was expecting that to look, but that's fine. Can't put it too close to the path, because guests don't like that. There you go. Need to set up work zones. Where do... Oh, goodness, there's a lot, huh? A lot of places I'll have to do this. Oops. Oh, there you go. Okay. Who wants to be researched next? The Goliath frog, maybe? It's been a while. It's been in my zoo for a long time and I haven't done it. May as well. The quarantine passed. Excellent news. Okay. Now I need work zones. How do I do work zones again? It's been a while. Staff, work zones. Oh, goodness. New work zones. Oh boy. Alright. So. Alright. Where are my staff rooms? I think this is a staff room. But that's gonna be like work zone 2 probably. This is work zone 1. I probably shouldn't designate the quarantine. I don't remember what this is. What is that? That is research, staff room, vet surgery? Okay. I'm not going to designate that or that. These are both going to be undesignated. Animal Trade Center. I might undesignate that as well. They're mechanics. Same with that. Okay. Back in. Designate work zones. So this, these, this, that. Ignore that. These. There. Right there. Right. That's okay. There's a staff room here, so I can designate this to that. I think. If you look for platypus hatchlings, then at least half the images are fake and the egg hatching vids are echidnas. Oh. Very difficult to catch platypus hatch time. given they like to live in muddy, watery burrows. Yeah, apparently they're also really hard to breed in captivity. So I imagine there's not a whole lot of. I don't imagine they want to like risk disturbing them. Or hatching. Or maybe they do. Not sure. Doesn't seem like they would, but maybe there's some sort of special way to care for the eggs that makes them the guarantee that they'll hatch more likely. Let's see. Should probably designate this to that as I don't want to miss it. That's one work zone. This will be work zone 1. No staff room in work zones. There you go. That is fine. Work zone 2 will be these. I'm hoping that not designating a work zone for these will allow everybody to use them, but I'm not sure if that's true. We'll have to find out. Zone 2. This will be work 3. Ooh, maybe not. No, actually, that should be fine. I don't need to worry too much about it. This one here. Then that'll stay to a different one. Ah, well, forgot about that. That's fine. Back to work zone 2. Those 3. I guess that's fine for now. This will be 4 here. This will be 5. It was a bit excessive to have this many work zones for such a small, quote-unquote, area, but I don't know. And then I'll have a couple of leftover staff for miscellaneous tasks that be done by whoever can do them. Alright. That's probably fine. Staff. I'm gonna have one. Actually, we'll leave the vets off of work because they just do whatever. Keepers. That'll be 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Count with me. 4, 4. I'll need some more staff, apparently. More keepers. I'll need more of everybody. Oh, it's still the badgers. That's fine. Okay, keepers. I'm gonna need 4 more. Go. Oh gosh, they're in weird spots now. It'll be 5. It'll be 5. You'll be 5. And then you'll just wing it and find out where you need to go. I'm gonna designate training for 1 person in each zone. Because they're gonna need it. Then I need to designate the mechanics. I have 11 mechanics. I don't need them nearly as badly. I'll put 2 in each zone. And leave 1 free. That's fine. No. Security guards. 1 for each zone. That makes sense, I guess, sort of. I'll hire 1 extra to roam. Let's do that now, so it doesn't lose track. No, maybe 2. Been a while since I've hired security. Then we have tons of these workers. They're fine. I'm not going to bother managing them individually. There's too many of them. I will add some more workers so that they can cover each other while I train some of the other ones. Put keepers away. Vets away. Mechanics away. Security guards. Okay. Need more caretakers now. Lots more caretakers. I need to train these staff. The more trained they are, the less likely they are to be stressed. Monotremes, chromosomes are wild? What is that? What is that? I have 5. I want 2 for each work zone, so I'm gonna get 12. Oh. Train some of you. Can. Oh. 1. 3. 4. And 5. And 2 to free roam for whatever. And then I have educators as well in here somewhere, but I don't know where. Oh, right there. I don't know if I need more educators. I guess they have a high workload, so maybe I should do. I'll do that, and then I'll train. I'll train these 3, and I'll hire 2 more. I'll probably need more staff buildings than that, but I'll figure it out when it comes around. Okay. Let me go ahead and grab some badgers out of the pit. Past quarantine. Go there. Yeah, I know how humans have XX and XY. Platypus have 10 of those instead of 2? Wow. What purpose does that serve evolutionarily? Okay. Well, guess they're done playing with the sprinkler. You open your den. Nobody gets to see any of the boxes. They're all asleep right now. Like they're grumpy about the cleanliness of the area. Which I'm not that surprised by, honestly. It's not very clean. Actually, the seal pen. The seal enclosure is like always really dirty. Same with the deer. But again, there's not much I can do about that. Okay. Well. Double check that they're all good and happy. Bad meal quality. Last drink cleanliness. Oh, do I not have a... Oh, I don't have a facility in range. Okay, grab this. Duplicate. Over to here. I guess it's not that bad, because I can link it up to this staff path here. There you go. Like that. So, just link them together after I shorten this road. After the game decides to let me. Need angle snap on? Maybe that'll help. Yeah, it does. Imagine that. Angle snap's helpful sometimes. Wish you could make like an actual path into those, but you just can't quite. But that should allow the drinking water to be clean. worry about it. That's a lot of meat. Is that too much meat? Maybe not. It's almost gone, apparently. Well, as long as we're having a good time. Need it to be nighttime proper so I can start, like, replacing these. Because there was, like, an area where I hadn't finished placing them, I think. Or maybe I just winged it. Best. Oh, that was probably it right there. That. And that. Do I have a line to surface on? No. I made that mistake a lot. The staff don't need lights. They can walk in the darkness. Need a special... that. Delete this one. And I might actually put another one in there. No, I want the person. I want the light. There you go. Right there. Trash that one. Bit of a dark spot here, but I think that's okay. I gotta light up that path. I'm gonna have to put this on the outside only, because I don't think I could fit him in there. If I do, I think it'd be obstructive to viewing. Swap the path sides here. I can come through and do this. That's pretty good. Bit right there. I don't want to leave that path dark, but I will have to change out that light, because that is the wrong type of light for corners. Made this way, and I must stick to it. Feels excessive to put a light here, but I'm going to... Wow, there's a lot of areas I just didn't light up, huh? Pay more attention to that. No? Bit weird. For a bit. Oh, we delete this one. This one over. Bit dark, but it's fine. You have no idea of the evolutionary benefits. You're guessing it's fairly evolutionarily neutral oddity. Yeah, maybe just redundancies for no reason. Or leftover vestigial genes or whatever. Pointless. No, you can't redeem the watch streak. You did it twice. That's not fair. You're double dipping the watch streak. I will inform Twitch's authorities. They'll tell you what it's for. If I put lights in here, I feel like it'll disturb the wildlife, but I mean, maybe it won't. Potential infinite watch streak, yeah. You'll not get a watch streak. Stream when you're at work. Oh yeah. That's okay. That's what the redeem is for the watch streak. Is if you since Twitch oftentimes like to get rid of watch streaks anyway. If you feel like redeeming the watch streak to tell me how many streams you've been around for, you're always welcome to. It's not there for any specific reason. It's just there for fun. Like most things. There certainly is. Why does that keep happening? I don't even know when the last time I adjusted that path was. That was a long time ago. That thing's been there forever. I wouldn't have noticed I was about to scroll away. Okay, so most of the paths are lit up now, except for the staff paths, because I don't... Being dark. It's almost daytime, so I have to... Oh no! It's daytime, so I can't see the lights anymore. That light right there is actually not powered, so that's not getting any... Just turn on the audio and they'll understand and join you. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe. Oh, it feels like you might just get in trouble. But maybe not. You know, who knows? Be a work time bonding exercise, you know? Nobody can resist my voice. I don't know about that. I mean, I appreciate it. You flatterer you, but I'm sure it's not everybody's cup of tea. I really went ham on these rocks, didn't I? This looks like a rock slide. It turns into a cave. Is this moose okay? They've been sleeping here every time I come through this area. Caprice. They're fine. They're happy. Think your boss thinks otherwise? Well, yeah. Probably best to err on the side of caution. There is no baby moose yet. They're due May next year, so it's still quite a ways out, looks like. I'm leaving time to run constantly, so I'll probably hit it eventually, but I'm not sure when. How long do moose gestate for? Oh, only 8 months. So they must have just gotten pregnant when I looked at them the first time. Okay. Well, got my foxes done. I placed most of my lamps. I should probably start at a new enclosure. Ah! Tackled the box to get to the meat. Stored in the stick. Bamboo stick. Yes, suddenly present. Each other gifts. I feel like just having this like vent here, like that's not a very good like mesh screen for this vent, you know. This these ooh. These foxes' paws. Oh, here's a good example right here, actually. Just to give it exactly what I'm talking about. They could very easily just sort of slip inside that very fast vent. And they would have no reason to believe that's a dangerous place until something happens. Then they would have to tell all their little fox babies the fox legends of how Uncle Fox lost their fox leg to the fox mangler. You know. Automatic nail trimmer. Well, yeah, I suppose, if you're real careful about it. And leg trimmer. We are learning about tortoises. You have a warthog and they kicked a box outside of their enclosure when you were building there. You felt offended and personally attacked. That's kind of funny, though. It's very par for the course, right? That's very, very on-brand behavior. Let's see. Everything else looks pretty good. Is there anybody need any thoughts, perhaps? What are my guests' thoughts? Well, they're all very hungry. Some of them are sad about not having umbrellas. I should probably put some more, information booths around the place. That would make sense. Toilets, benches, more hunger and thirst, or more, like shops. Problem with shops is they take up space. So where are the people most hungry and or thirsty at? Guest needs. Hunger. They're generally quite hungry here. Here. Oh, these ones are hungry, but they're buying food right now, so that's fine. They're meant to be there. Quite hungry up here. I could put a couple vending machines up here. And there. Maybe over here is a good spot to have some as well. Because there's some over here, but that's kind of far away, and people are really hungry right around here. But there is a vending machine here. People are waiting for it. Oh, let me try that. You put down a guest facility, food stall, Bernie's Bakes, Chief Beef. I don't think I have a Chief Beef yet. I put it like out here. What's the order I have to put this in? It's the facade first? I don't remember. Copy this. Is it here? Terrain modification failed. Why? It was able to sit there perfectly for a second, and now it just doesn't want to. I might have just moved those vending machines. Okay, do that. Get rid of this restaurant. Or that's not a restaurant, that's one of the buildings. Facility. Beef. Can that go inside this building? Sure can. Perfect. Now let me move these. They'll want them, they can still get them, but they're not there anymore. So people can actually queue up for food. That sells for more as well. You're hungry? Can your boyfriend wake up and make you food? Studying, you should just get food. Well, maybe, but you know. Problem with shops is someone has to work there. Can't watch your streams. Well, that's true. I could just put like a screen inside, you know. Like, hey, watch my stream, but like, keep care of the customer, you know. Could I put a screen in here? Do I have access to screens that small? There. I'll just pretend that that's displaying my stream, but like sideways, because you know how like businesses just don't care a lot of the time, and they'll just accidentally put things like when there's like when you like walk into like an area that has like one of those digital like painting screens, and somebody just didn't bother to like get rid of the taskbar at the bottom of the screen or something, so you can see like the taskbar and then like the digital painting. It's just really stupid stuff like that, you know. Or am I just like crazy? am I the only person who notices that sort of thing? I do need more information as well. I'm gonna make some of these clones around here probably. I don't know the best place to put these, but they're definitely needed. Just generally all over the place. They're necessary. One up here wouldn't go by. I could put a restaurant here. Like back to back, like that. But restaurant would I use? I guess I could just use this building too, honestly. Well, maybe not. Building really does not want to go this place at all. That is not a good place for that. Maybe if I was to move like this to the side of it. Can I scoot this over? I don't imagine so. Oh yeah, apparently I could. There you go. Just on the very edge here. Perfectly fine. Why it's giving me such a hard time placing it there? Doesn't seem like it'll be a problem. There you go, I can put it over there. Get rid of that. We don't need another information boot. Oop, well, that whole thing. Destroy that piece. This one. I guess that's part of the arch. Got yourself some breakfast? You get yourself some breakfast? Yeah. Probably for the best. I don't know. But sorry for your loss in having to get it for yourself. Devastating. There you go. I don't know what frites are. Oh, they're like fries. Okay, well, that makes sense. I suppose that's where the word originated from. I don't love how wonky these are, but also, it's kind of funny. It's a little bit janky, but like in a good way, you know? I should probably put some food here. Oh, maybe a drink stand right there is actually a good one. Give me this building here. Some drinks there. I don't know what building this is, but information center? Nope, not anymore. Now it's gonna be Hip shot juice. Cause oh, come on. There you go. Cause reasons. I was this isn't related to anything. I was playing Star Citizen a little bit earlier today, and it's been a while since I played it, but they had an update recently, like the other day. And I was Animal Escaped. Is that what that just said? What? How? You're the. I've had this enclosure for a long time. It's really cute, though, isn't it? I've had this enclosure for a really long time. How did this happen? It's gonna start like, hey, don't talk about Star Citizen or I'll get out of here. All right, fine, I won't. All right, let me just try to make sure that things can't get out of here. How did it even get there? How did this happen? I definitely checked to see if they could traverse that area, didn't I? Is it because it's a baby, maybe? Maybe only babies can get out. Because it's such a small gap. There's no more babies to check. I have to wait for them to capture that one and put it back. Well, I guess we'll just watch it for a bit. I bet the guests are having a good time. So good and innocent, yeah. Oh, look at it. Star Citizen seems like such a grift, given the amounts of money versus the progress made. No, not really. Not anymore. I mean, I guess... it's going. It's running. It's out of there. It's definitely... big. I don't know how to explain it. It's got a lot of time left before it's done. the guests are probably excited about it. Oh no, don't hide back there. We'll never find you. Giganto Mecha. Hi, how you doing? The seal's just gone. Nobody's gonna be able to find it. Having a good time, enjoying the sunset. Where it is. Oh, there you go. Whee! This would be a very exciting time, I think, for the guests. Just seeing a little baby seal flopping about the place. Is anybody coming to capture this? Like, do I have any of my keepers, like, coming to help here? Oh, I need a vet. That's what it was. I didn't even call the vet. I was just watching it. Why is my seal loose? Because I have a null barrier. Because it deserves it, yeah. I have a null barrier, which means I have no walls here. I was using the terrain to create a wall instead. And the adult seals are too large to get through the gaps, so there's no traversable area. But the baby seal is small enough to climb up here and get through here. It deserves to go home, I guess. Thinking about getting this game, so you're just watching me play it. Oh, it's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. It's very relaxing as well. Here we go. Okay, now we got the baby seal back. You can look at the traversable area. See, it's able to get up here and get out here, but other seals can't because it's so small. See? So that's that's useful information to have. I need to place some rocks on this edge to stop this seal from escaping again. Okay. That should do it, I hope. Just about. Maybe I'll push this over a bit more. There you go. Okay, let me see if they can get out now. After the terrain updates. Nope, we're safe. They can get up there, though. I don't want them up there, but they can get up there. Because that'll make... Actually, I guess it'd be kind of fun if the guests get to see the seal just hang out there. I don't think you need the DLC. I played this game without the DLC for a good, like, 4 or 5 streams, at least. And I had a great time. It's very good. Even the base game has a lot of content you can use and build with, and a lot of animals to have. It's very good. We've one DLC so far. It's a lot of fun without it. Yep, exactly. If you're able to afford the DLC, it's really nice too. Yeah, I was lucky enough to be gifted some DLC from one of my viewers who is not currently here for some reason, even though they regularly say they want to see me stream Planet Zzzz. But it's good. It's a lot of fun. How are the foxes doing? They're still happy. I'm glad they're still happy. What about my, cats? Ooh, little baby. Blind it. I'm wondering if it's going to try and climb up this little post at some point. Woo! It's going to attack the box. If the seal wouldn't get me an incredible fine for being free, then I'd be happy to let it roam. As long as it's safe and having a good time, you know. It's dangerous for a seal to be out of water for too long, though, right? Also, the path isn't very well suited to them. I imagine it's a bit rough on their bellies when they're flopping around to run against these cobbles. Start yourself a new challenge for sport, and if you accomplish the challenge, you'll get yourself a new DLC. Oh, nice! You have closet moths? Ooh, don't want to wash everything. Blech. I can't stand moths. They're the worst. It's like a bongo moth. Bongo feels more like impatient demanding to you. It's more of a lie on the floor moment. Get yourself hyped, yeah. Time to wash all the clothes. Wash all the things. Get pumped. Hey, Goliath Frog is done. Nice. Now, Arctic Fox. That's a funny mode. I like that one. Okay. I've added a few extra shops, so hopefully the guests won't be quite as unhappy. I have information, food, drink, information. I could probably add another food drink back here. I did want to make more plazas like this somewhere. Like, I should probably do one over here. Maybe, it's not particularly flat, though. A bit harder to build on non-flat terrain. I could make it flat, I suppose. Not out of snow, ideally. But that causes this giant, like, mountain to form if I make it too big. Is he rolling? The, oh, to digress. Back to talking about Star Citizen. Which is a game that has a lot of contention behind it. A lot of people don't like it because of the amount of progress they've made over the years. The game is there and fully playable. It's a lot of fun. There's just a lot of bugs still included. Wow. Very long legs. Yes. But yeah. Considering the amount of money and funding they've gotten over the years, there is a lot of progress that still needs to be made. But they've made a lot of progress in the more recent years that are making it much more of a, a game. Just zoom in really close. Crying, it's so cute. It is very cute. Doesn't even have a tail, really. Moose not have tails? I guess not. Run! I guess deer don't have tails either. I wonder why. They're in the same family as, cows, aren't they? Cows and goats? Something like that? Really, they should have tails. I guess goats have tiny tails, too. Maybe not. That's why their butts look even weirder. Maybe, yeah. Anyway. What was I even saying about Star Citizen? Oh, right. They had an update recently, so I wanted to play it again. And I was really worried they would have deleted all my stuff, but it turns out they didn't, because the update wasn't big enough. I was really excited, because I got to play it again with all my stuff. $600 million. I'm not saying that, like, they definitely have... Like, a lot of people call it Scam Citizen for a reason, but the game is fun, and it is there. It's legitimately a fun game. At this stage, I think it's worth calling it a game, and I think it's... the price is still incredible, the amount of money they made, and the amount of time it took, but I think it is shaping up to be, like, a legit, seriously good game. And I would recommend it. There you go. Easy. Of course, this time I don't have like a long path leading up to it, so I can't put any more enclosures to it. Part of the fun of having this enclosure, or like having this plaza, was I could put enclosures along the path. But I don't think there's enough room there for it. Maybe I could fit it in there. If I tried real hard. Oh no. Maybe I'll look. Facilities. Enclosure. I don't need to spell it too correct. What's it even called? It's not enclosure. What's it called? Exhibit. I put one here. Along this path. I could put them along the path edge rather than like a cool square like I did before, but that kind of feels wrong considering how cool that square looked. I suppose I could try and flatten that out more and put the thing up that direction instead. So I can get rid of all this. And instead, like, flatten out the terrain directly out from here. Maybe? Well, maybe make it a little bit closer to this path height. Do that, I think it'll be better. Of course, it doesn't want to cooperate. We'll get it. He's saying that your butt wouldn't look weird if you had a long tail. Distract from the butt cheek weirdness for sure. Well, that's true, yeah. Flatten the terrain so I can actually start building on it. Flatten out these bumps later, I think, but for now I'm not going to worry too much about it. Okay, so I want the path to come out probably right about there. Shrink that back down. Bigify. Go. Is that enough room? I don't think so, actually. Now that I've already built it, let's unbuild it. Increase that path length a bit more. How much size do I need? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 before I start making it big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then put the enclosures on either side, as before. Facilities, that's where it is. It's gonna be difficult to line this up again. There you go, probably alright. Need to try and make it line up perfectly with that one. Otherwise it'll be a bit awkward. There you go. Okay. Now paths. Path it up. Not like that. Please. Not like that. Please. I guess if I do that, it's okay. I tend to forget that I can just snap another rung onto it like that. Delete these. Like that. There you go. This one, let's go this direction. That's fine. I'll delete it later. Actually, it's not fine after all, apparently. Don't know why it's not fine, but decided not to cooperate all of a sudden. Oh, doesn't help that that's happened. Well, shoot. Yeah. Yep. There you go. It's not what I want to happen, but I'll try and work with it for now. Please. Oh, okay. Maybe I should just undo all of this. Back my middle path. There you go, and try to work with that. That works. For whatever reason. Maybe. No, I don't want it to connect there. That's a real not good place for that to connect. There you go. Ah, there. Okay, now delete this. Ah, God, why? Why did you do that? What is happening here? It's like just a little bit off center. That's okay. That's fine. And then do it there. There. Now they can only, now it looks better. All right. Do this. Oh, please don't cause problems. That's. There you go. Okay, good enough. A little bit wonky, but mostly fine. Of course, I have not left room for donation bins, which I did last time as well. But at least we can put some exhibit animals in here, right? What exhibit animals do I want? Crested newt. A fire salamander. What do I have? I think I have I have the lemon frog. I have terrapins. I have scorpions. I have Mortarian. Yeah, there. And I have the big frog. I have the Goliath bullfrog. I can now change the enclosure for. What kind of enclosure do you like? I want it to be near the front so people can see it if it decides to rest. It's okay. A mister. That's a good one right there. Good. Now back to my other plaza. I'm gonna get both a fire salamander and some crested newts. For fun. How many can be in one enclosure at a time? 1 to 6. Okay. In that case, I will also get some more. Actually, maybe I'll just leave the 2 in there and they can breed. Because exhibit animals don't have issues with that. I have only 2 females here, which is unfortunate, but I'll buy one. Just so that I have the set up for it. Here are my other... Where's the other creature I just bought? The fire salamanders. There you are. Ooh, that's fun. I like little willow leaves hanging from the roof. Ideal humidity range. Yeah, I know. I didn't have the time to change it. I was busy looking at them and enjoying their appearance. Their habitats. No power. Yeah, it's not good. Probably fix that before I do anything else, eh? Why so many in the trade center? I don't know exactly. It has something to do with the way that they sell animals. They currently have it so that the animals don't overpopulate in their enclosure. Let me see. Did I find that information? So yeah, they get taken out of the enclosure. They get to like max capacity, and then they get sold off at some point for some reason. I don't know why they are stocked up in there right now. Speaking of stocked up, I meant to close up this location. Which window is that? This one. Oh. And that one. That way they don't see each other. Make these facades, please. Oh, 2D facade. You can't do a 3D facade in the water tank? That's kind of a shame. Yeah, so if you adjust this here, it says manage population. So it puts them all in your storage and then sells them. But for some reason, I think it sells them at the end of the year, maybe. Oh no, it's store. Yeah, it could sell for cash. Oh, I just never put them on sell. My mistake. That was all on me. I've had them set to the wrong type of population management. Yeah. Thank you for that. I thought I had it set up properly, but I just didn't. Now, I'll do the same with these ones. The males and the females, do you? Oh, yeah, you're right, of course. Dang, that's gonna take a long time. If I do it all at once, it takes a long time. But if I do it individually when I get them, it wouldn't have taken so long. Although, oddly, this enclosure is empty. What if they didn't breed enough to keep their populations up? Do I have any scorpions in here? Lying around, waiting to be put back in the tank? I just don't have any. Wow. They legitimately just went extinct in my enclosure. That's doesn't bode well. How many? What's their 1 to 6? Polygonous. Just buy 3 of each. There you go. I forgot it once too and had like 1,000 spiders. Oh. Weird. I wonder why that happened. I don't remember changing those stats. Okay. Well, they're done now. Just like I would be in Australia, yeah. Wouldn't, well, I was gonna say I wouldn't last, but I was planning on moving to Australia at one point in the past. When I was having trouble finding a job as a medical assistant, I had a friend who was willing to like help me out getting a visa and stuff, but because medical assistants, medical professionals get paid a lot in Australia, they don't get paid much here. So I was planning on moving out there, but decided against it in the end. I think it does the stat depending on how many you put in the first time. Wait, I didn't have any mails, and that's very possible. Okay. They should be happy with their enclosure. I'm going to add your humidity a bit high. Temperature down 1. And they can just exist for now. To add in ease. On the paths because I didn't build them the right size. And I need speakers now. Gonna try and get some more sleep. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Take care. Have a good rest of your night. Or day, I guess. Have a good rest of your... Have a good... time. Take care. Don't forget to restart your router tomorrow before stream to see if you'll still disconnect. Yeah, I would have forgotten. Good thing you said something. I literally wouldn't even have considered it. So it's just wasn't on my mind. I would have just complained. I would have been like, oh man, I should have remembered to do this thing, and then I just wouldn't have cared. I would have forgotten again afterwards. It's fine. I'm probably gonna have to end my stream a bit early today too, because I'm also super tired, so I'm gonna go for about 15 more minutes most likely. A bit tired. I'm very tired. Like, I found there was a moment there where I was just kind of like staring at the screen, not doing anything, and I was like dozing off a little bit. I'd say dozing, but I was like just sort of blanking. Animal trading. I do want to get more animals, but I don't know what I should add. We're good. Probably go for conservation status. Get some. The monster. Kind of fun. cool. I like them. How much do you... 1 to 4. Okay. Should have grabbed that one, actually. That one's really... Oh, I'll grab them now. Maybe bed sounds like a good idea. Go to bed. Yeah, I will do. Just, you know, in a few minutes. Don't worry, there's no hurry. I have all the time in... Well, I have... I say I have all the time in the world to go to sleep, but it doesn't quite make sense. But the sentiment is there. No, they're not in humidity range. I'm working on it. It takes time, game. Come on. Give me some slack here. Go. That should be fine now. Timberwolf's about to die of old age. No, my wolves. My poor, poor wolves. Speaking of wolves, I should probably train some of my staff. Don't know what that has to do with wolves, but staff needs training. Everybody who's a 1-star should probably get trained up. That makes sense. Gonna cause a little bit of a influx in negative things happening, but good idea to get them going. You also think about training the staff when you think about wolves, yes. Yeah, exactly, you get it. Golden poison frogs, kind of fun. Maybe I'll get some of them in there. I have some frogs on the other side. How many frogs do you have? 4 to 7. That's got really bad fertility and longevity. So does that one. Jeez. This one's pretty good. That one's not fertile. Okay, I guess these two are fine. Not great, but they're fine. Like golden frogs. They are. I've got to sell all these who are in the customize, not custom climate, that's what I want. All the way up. Yeah, I guessed right. So good at games. Okay. That's pretty good then. Just set up this bit here. This bit here. Zone a bit. Set up this one for fire salamanders and crested newts. Where are they? They're hard to see, I guess. Well, they're very small. I didn't realize they were that small. Just hanging out. Bottom of the water. Very cool. And I was going to make a series of buildings over here, but I might not do that right now. Got it all set out, so I know I can do it. I will do it eventually. It'll be a whole week before I play again, so I need to make sure I remember what I need to do. And leaving that blank will give me something to start on right away. Sit around for a bit and figure out what needs doing. Where are you running from? You all like steal something? Or are you just leaving the park? There's no Where was the educator photographer? Oh no. I guess the one of the educators that I meant to that I was training decided, or like, and didn't show up to the talk. That's not good. I should get a few more educators, just in case training interferes with the schedule again. There's not that many educators, so it wouldn't hurt to get a couple more just to be on the safe side. Search doing good. Arctic foxes. Okay. I think that's alright. Go into my exhibit trading and sell all these for 21 grand apparently. It's fine, thank you. Someone said that the staff trains when they visit the staff room the next time they finish their work. Oh. Is that so? And I wonder why they didn't appear at the talk. Is nobody assigned to it, maybe? Did I mess up the work zones? No, it's there. It's linked. And it's a talk in January. I don't know why nobody would be there. Train them all the time, all at the same time, always, and never got a problem? Really? Oh. I should probably start doing that, honestly. In that case. Probably also get some of these on the books. Put them over here. Just dot it around wherever they'll go. The guests can donate whenever they like. I can find a place for it. There you go. Couldn't hurt to just have the ATMs around the place. I don't have very many of them. I only usually have them near businesses and stuff like over here. It might be smart to just have them around. Ah, that's not good. My alphas... Oh, did you get injured? Is that what happened? Oh wait, no, you're not injured. I took you out because I was going to replace these other bears when they got too old. Blueberry 2 is going to die soon. Blueberry 2 Electric Boogaloo. It's very sad. If I put my turtles back, my tortoises back on contraceptive, they're, breeding. Yes. They are on contraceptive now. There'll be a lot of tortoises in there. I don't know if I have enough space for them to, like, enjoy their enclosure. I think they need more hard shelter. Yeah, they sure do. Look at that. They don't even have anywhere near enough hard shelter. But the problem with that is I can't, there's not really enough room. I should have checked their enclosure sooner to stop them. Just not enough room for them to, like, be here. And this whole area is considered shelter. I mean, not really anywhere else I could expand that to. It's as big as I can probably make it. The area is too large. And this is all viewing angles, so I can't put them over here. I guess I could change this viewing angle. Turn that off. These people only have 2 viewing spots. turn this back to regular wall, I can move all these trees and then put another another rest zone here. Well, that didn't work. There you go. Okay, now habitat, shelter. These, please. Gonna be big enough? Maybe. I'm gonna assume that's big enough. It is quite large. Okay, is that enough shelter for you? No. No, it's not. You have like 3 Galapagos and also needed like 3 hard shelter for them to be happy? Yeah, it seems that way. You already have hard shelter per tortoise, like anatomically. Yeah, that's true. But you know, I mean, like, I imagine even if you have like a real hard shell on your back, you'd still like a little bit of, you know, terrain to cover you. Is there a bigger version of that that doesn't use up the entire area? Because that one was the 8x8x4. This is the 12x12x4. I think I could fit that here as well. Try it. Substantially larger, but it fits, right? Kind of causes a bit of a clash. That area. Have to turn it. Not be weird. Drop it into the ground. Kind of overlaps the enclosure a bit, but I can probably shore up the paths. Not the paths, but the barriers. That's probably okay. I mean, I've seen worse. I've done worse, I suppose. Now that I've... Like, it's just that the path is curved. This also blocks a big chunk of their viewing angle, which kind of disappoints me a bit, but... that may just be the way it has to be. For now. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could... well... What is the other one? What does the other building look like? It's this one here? Yeah. Feasibly, I could just chop out this whole section. Like that. Cut out this bit. Turns out this is actually kind of hard to select because there's a lot of it. Didn't look like it was that much. Good? Yeah. I mean, aside from that little bit there, I've missed this section here that I've completely missed. Alright. Now, give me a selection there. Like this. And that's that, right? That's a little bit more bigger than the small one. Big enough. It's not. Ugh. If I do that back. Big enough? That is big enough. I mean, like, it's kind of is what it is, I suppose. But I prefer this look. This looks nicer. Although, I could do this. It lets me could do this. Or not. But just do it all again. That one back. Grab the block out if I can. Get that. There, that's kind of better. And doesn't block off the sight as much. How's your shelter now? 100%. 92%. I'm fine with 92. This seems okay to me. I might do this first, though. If it'll let me. Can I just, like, dupe that? Place it here. Exit. And, like... I need, like, grab all this, I think. Separate it. Attach it to this. Go back, please. Move. Attach to. I can't. Can I? Maybe. Do. What if I was to like select this as well and merge them? And can I grab this and move it the way I want to? Not really. It does count as part of the group though, so I guess that's fine. Not what I wanted. Dupe and advanced move I want, but I can't find it. There. It's not great, but sort of a solution. I'd also do this one. To there. Okay. That's done. Pretty well. I think. You know. They go into burrows? I don't know. Do they have a dinosaur mod? For this game? I'm not sure. There are lots of like dinosaur simulator, like dinosaur zoo simulators, like Jurassic World and oh gosh, there's like 2 others that are like pretty popular. I don't remember what they're called though. I can't remember, but I don't know if they do. It would make sense. I'm sure you could probably find one. You go on like the Nexus mods. But yeah, it's about time for me to head off. Well, not really time, but I'm tired and I'm recovering from being ill, so I need to sleep things. So I'm gonna head off. Thanks for hanging out, chatting, lurking, all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow with our Mechanic Simulator, which is a game that was requested. I have no idea what to expect from it, but it might be fun. Thanks for hanging out. Take care. Have a good rest of your day, night, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye.